I'm Jayne Hayes from DogLost. DogLost was started 8 years ago after my own dog went missing, and I just couldn't believe that in this day and age that people were still using pens and papers to find missing animals when there's the internet out there. I was totally surprised that the local authorities weren't in touch with each other, and although my dog went missing about 50 yards away from 2 other council areas, they refused to take a report of my dog because it was a different council area. And my dog doesn't know how to read. It didn't know that it had wandered into the wrong area. And as the weeks went past, I was despairing more and more because I was phoning these people on a daily basis and they would have no idea what I was talking about when I'd spoken to them the day before. And I just thought, how many people is this happening to? For instance, my local dog kennels, I rang them. Admittedly, I was probably in a panic. Most people are. You can't think straight. You can't remember all the details. You just got the image of your dog being missing or maybe in a dangerous position out there on its own. And I actually rang probably about 100 organisations and I kept ringing them. And then a couple of days later, a friend of mine came round and said, look, you've got to get missing posters up. They probably don't even know what your dog looks like because it's a Miniature French Bulldog, and I just presumed everybody would know. So she drove me round and I went to visit all these places, the vets, the dog pounds, dog wardens, to give them a poster, and then my heart really sank. I suddenly realised that only 4 people had written down my dog's details out of almost 100, and I just thought then, I'm never going to see my dog again. But at the same time, I was really surprised, although disappointed by the authorities and a lack of contact. I was really surprised at how total strangers with dogs cared. They'd seen me putting up posters, they'd come up, oh my God, are you all right, your dog's missing, give me a poster, I'll photocopy some at work. And eventually it was one of those people, who if you're watching now, I'd like to say thank you so much, that put a poster up in a vet 30 miles away that resulted after 6.5 weeks of me getting a call from a lady saying, I know where your dog is. She said it appeared within 1 hour of going missing, and French Bulldogs cannot do 30 miles at any time, let alone in 1 hour. So someone must have stolen my dog. It appeared with some hoodies on an estate. Now this lady was instantly suspicious because she thought, what on earth are they doing with the French Bulldog? She knew her dogs. She knew how rare they were. So she crossed the road and she approached them and said, oh, what breed of dog is that? It's a Staffy Cross, love. So immediately she was thinking there's something wrong here. She phoned the same police station that I did within 2 hours of me reporting it missing, presumed stolen. They didn't connect. And every day for 6.5 weeks, she'd been ringing all the places that I'd been ringing. Nobody connected. In the end, if it wasn't for that poster, I would never see my dog again. And just missing for 6.5 weeks is bad enough. You start doing double takes at black cats thinking it could be your dog. Or anytime you see someone with a lead and you can't see the dog, you're sort of reversing back to have another look. And the worst point about this was I did go to one kennels, the Holden Kennels, and I said to them about my dog, and they said, oh, we're too busy to write it down. I said, but you didn't tell me that on the phone. I was presuming if my dog came in, you'd call me. No, you have to come every day and look yourself. I said, but you didn't tell me this. How many other people have you not told? It's ridiculous in this day and age how many dogs are still being put to sleep because of the lack of communication between those organisations. So when DogLost was started, not only does it help get these dogs back, it releases kennel spaces for other dogs. That is why all the rescues use us, because they're now giving those dogs a benefit of the doubt. Maybe there is an owner out there who doesn't know who to ring. So having got my dog back, well, I vowed in the 6.5 weeks in between that I would do something about this. Something's got to be done. But I thought it'd be like 5 minutes a week just advising people, don't presume these people are talking to each other. You've got to get the posters out. You've got to get ads in the newspapers. And it just grew and grew and grew. People were phoning up from America even, just wanting help. My dog is missing. They put it into the internet and it would come up on our site. Then we started to get great results. People were ringing us. We take the details down, we create a missing poster for them, which is on the website, so all they have to press is print, because a lot of people aren't thinking straight. They forget to say where the dog went missing, what breed, what colour. So we design the poster for them. It also saves them having to ring all these organisations and rescues that beforehand I can understand now think other things to do. We then email this out directly to the rescues and the vets and any dog-related organisation, pet shops especially, in a 30-mile radius, with the result that all of a sudden people starting, I've got that dog in here. Oh, we're just about to be put to sleep. And I thought, my God, this works. There is a way of getting the dogs back. So then we decided, well, instead of waiting for people to go to a vet's, which they probably only go to every 3 months, and seeing the poster, like, which is what happened to me with a lady, let's email them directly. So we started off appealing for people to help us, just be helpers. It's a completely free service. And again, that's escalated. We've now got over 40,000 people registered with us that we can email. So in any one area now, we can press a button. Not only do the authorities know, we can get help out on the ground looking for the dogs. And some owners have been absolutely amazed. By the time they've gone off the phone to me, printed off some posters, they go to their local park, and because we've emailed people, there's already people there calling out the dog's name, putting up posters, complete strangers. But it makes sense because there's nothing like other dog owners to notice new dogs appearing. And especially the stolen dogs. Quite often we'll email people out and we'll get a call back. I saw that dog this morning with a guy that didn't have one yesterday. Advise the owner to go to this park because that is where he's walking it. So not only are we getting the lost dogs back, we're getting the stolen dogs back. And as this army grows, it's amazing. We've now helped over 16,000 dogs get back that were almost all missed by the system. But I'm saying that after 8 years, the system is clicking in a bit now. They're realising that we can get these dogs back. For instance, one kennels, well, the first time the coordinator went in, she matched up 6 dogs with ones on our website, so immediately there were 6 spaces free. And not only that, by putting details on the website, everyone was rehomed because people saw them, oh, that poor little dog, I'll have that. So the kennels in the last 6 months had put 0 dogs to sleep, and they were having to regularly put 10 dogs down a week. So now we're sort of grown into this rehome thing, and we've got to give these dogs a chance. And more kennels are joining us, and they're doing a great job. They're checking on the website now. They're giving these dogs a chance. And also over the last year, what we've introduced into DogLost is the share button. So now, above that poster, you can press Twitter, share, get it on Facebook. Every area coordinator's got her own Facebook page, and they're growing and growing and growing. And for the stolen dogs now, we are just making them too hot to handle. People, even if they decided to keep that dog, or they bought it in good faith, they see the posters go up, and they see it, more details about this dog going to DogLost. Well, they're going on to DogLost, and they're frightened. They're thinking, oh my God, 10,000 people are watching this dog. It's all over Facebook. Everybody in the area is on alert. Better ring the owner up and say I found it. And that's really, really a step forward. I mean, when I started this, I never imagined I would have to give up my house, everything I owned, to keep it running because of the costs. But the essential thing, it has to be free. If it wasn't free, we wouldn't get all the wardens and the rescues working together. We wouldn't get the volunteers out there spending their own time and money to help looking for dogs. Unfortunately, though, in the last couple of years, because we're getting a lot of publicity about it, a lot of other websites have started up charging because they realise owners will pay anything to get their dog back. They're not giving them the service, but also some people think, well, I've paid for it, now I don't have to worry about it, someone else is doing it. They don't ever have reunited pages. What does that say? They're not working. We should stick together, have one organisation that's free and will always be free. We are now moving into having adverts on the site so we can keep on paying for it, because we are dealing with sometimes 200 dogs a week, and obviously the expenses are there, but I'll make this vow now, as I did at the beginning, there will never be any charge for this service to the owners or anybody.